Are you ready to learn how to create a swipeable Tinder-like card interaction in Figma? If you are a UI designer, you know how important it is to create an engaging and interactive designs that captivate users, and what better way to do that than with a fun swipe card interaction. In this tutorial, we'll be using Figma to create a swipeable card that can be used in your prototype. We'll be covering how to create a card layout, add the swipe gestures, and customize the design to your liking. I'll also provide the assets file in case you get stuck at any point, so make sure to watch this video until the end. Now grab your mouse and let's get started. So I just opened a new document here in Figma. What I want to do first is I want to get the frame size and set up a new grid for it. So I'm gonna go with iPhone 14 at this point. Just call it screen 1, and let's add a layout grid. We want 4 columns for this. So I usually go with a margin of 16 or 8, depending. Let's go this time with 16. I think that's gonna work pretty well. And a gutter of still 16 shouldn't be too bad. We can go with half that with 8. That works as well. So now that we have the grid done, eventually, if you want, you can add another grid, another row system. So you can go with either 8 or more than that, but it's not necessary. I don't use it all the time, only for more advanced project. So let's just keep it simple for now. We have that, and I'm just gonna design some of the elements until we get to the card, to the actual card. Like I want some things like the menu, the title, maybe a profile picture or something like that. And I also need 2 buttons, one for like and one for dislike. So those will be the elements that we want on this screen. For this, I'm going to use this plugin called Iconify, and then we can get something like hamburger menu. So I'm just going to look for menu at this point. I want to get this one that's rounded. I'm going to import it. And another thing that we want into our project is a UI design file. Well, a design system file, not a UI design file. So let's just call it design system. We'll design all main elements that we need for this. Make it nice, rounded. And this one, I'm just going to call it icon/menu. Just create a component. What other icons I might need? I might need, let's say, a search option, or maybe a profile picture, so you can get to your profile in case you want. We'll not design everything. We'll just add some stuff there to make it look nice. So unfortunately, that one, actually it's quite well. So that one is 24 by 24. This one is 24 by 24. So we can keep the consistency there. As you can see, they both match pretty well. I want to rename this. I can call it icon/profile. Okay. And I'm going to create a component as well. So in case I modify it in the future, I can quickly replace it. Also, you can just quickly change it from here now, because they are under the same path name icons. So let's grab the first one and add it here. We might even make it slightly larger, just so it matches like your touch area very well. And let's just do like a title. So let's call it eventually dating or something similar. You can be more creative with the title, but for now we'll just go with the simple one. So I want to add it just here. I think this one looks a bit too big to me, so maybe 36 works well. I think that's quite good. I want this one centered. And then the last thing we will add here is the profile icon. This one is 36 by 36. This one is 36 by 36 again. Group them together, go with auto layout. Let's go with the 16 margin. 16 and 16 margin here as well, just so we have a nice balance there. I want here the spacing between them to be 0, just so we can create automatic space between auto layout, and then we can just do that and enlarge it to fill up the whole width area. So we'll just call this menu. Okay, so we have that one at the top. I'm not sure, I think I've done a mistake there and I copied this one. This one should be here actually. So I'm just gonna quickly move it back and do it as it was, 24, 24, just to quickly fix that. Okay, I should have copied it over and then modify it 36, 36. I didn't really like the stroke on this one. I think it's too thin, but we can make it slightly larger this time here. I think 2 should be just enough, just to match the styling. Okay, and then we also need 2 buttons, the dislike and like ones. So for this, I'm gonna need another icon. So let's just call this heart. Let's look for something that's gonna match what we need. I think this one is. Hey, I hope you're enjoying this video. If you could do me a favor, it will help me a lot to subscribe to this channel and like this video so I can create more content like this and help more people. Also 24, it's good, so should match pretty well. It's from material design icons. So that's exactly what we are looking for. And call it icon / heart. Create a component as well. Okay, and the last one is a close or an X that we need. Ideally, that one will be rounded to, let's see if we can find something that's rounded. And also within our size, what we are looking for. That's 24, I think should work. Let's import icon. Okay, we cut it. Call it icon / close. We might use it, for different purposes. So let's not just go with an X. Let's call it close. Okay, then we have that, and we need 2 buttons. So I'm just gonna grab the size from here. Just want to know exactly the width of it. So I don't want to calculate, I just want to get it done and grab the size. That's the size I want. It's 83 by 83. And I want to make a button says, no, I don't like this person. And I'm just going to go with something a bit more like generic. Let's just go with black for this one, or something like grayish style. And I'm going to grab a copy. I'm going to make an instance of that X button, and I'm going to make it white, drag it on top of the ellipse, make it larger. I think that's a bit too big, but should we have a red icon? Why not? Let's go with red. I think that works. And then create component, and we'll call it, actually, hold on a second, we can do it that smarter, make a group, call it button, and call it round. Okay, let's just leave it round. And then this one will make it when you like someone. So maybe we want something green. Actually, let's go with red for like, and just keep it as it was, black for this one. Because we have a heart, and it works better with red. So we can go something like a bit lighter. And we can swap the heart from here, and we can make that one red, a similar style, a bit light, a bit darker actually. I think that's quite cool. You can make some fun stuff with that, some nice animation when you press on it. But let's leave that for later. So we got two options, two buttons. We can create a component set, and we call the property, let's just call it type or style. So this one will be this like, and this one will be like in the properties. Okay, so we got two buttons, and then I guess we just need the cards. So probably the cards will be somewhere in here, just down there. We want this rounded just to make it look nice, just like that. And then the two icons will be just down here. I can copy and paste that one in this area, and the second one I can, let's just arrange this a little bit, and then copy and paste this over. For some reason this one is not matching very well. Well, let's just go with it. And then we have the like. So we have two buttons. I think they are pretty close to each other. We could have them smaller maybe, actually, so we can place them in a different position. Ideally they will be within the grid lines. We can get back to that a bit later. So we have those icons done. We just need the profile picture and, well, the swipeable cards, which are important in our video, right? So that's why you're here. And let's do the magic now. So I made a copy of the card here. Eventually I may need this to be a bit bigger. You may want a picture here, all right? So let me go quickly and grab a picture from pexels.com. It's a really good resource to have. So you can just look for woman, for example. So you can just grab some pictures from there, I guess. Okay, let me go quickly and take some screenshots. Okay, just got one. So that's one of the pictures. Eventually you can give like a fill effect. You can give it a linear. Right, you can have that, for example. Ideally it will be centered. Okay, not sure what's this point doing there. I think that's from the opacity. Okay, let me try that again. Okay, we can just change it from here, actually, it's easier. Okay, and I want this one to be, I think dark works, but just need that darker, need this lighter. Okay, and we need to make this also darker. Okay, I think that's too strong now. So let's just adjust it a little bit. Okay. Okay, that works. And then we can add the name on top of it. So this is Jane Smith, for example. She's 26 years old. And then make this a bit smaller, a bit lighter. Make this 16. Okay. Okay, add this. We can group them together. Let's try that. Okay, let's call this swipe card. Call this one picture. Okay, there's another thing we can try. So we're gonna save this to desktop, and actually, so I'm gonna get rid of that and create a fill. I want an image, and we can add that image as a background, for example. So there I have it. Then I can control that. So I want to position the content just at the bottom. And then I can go and control that from here. Right? Content there. Eventually you want this to be a bit smaller. You want this to be again, eventually we can go with 16. Okay. Let's go with bottom left. Okay, and then you can set it as fixed width when you've decided. So you can still control it as you want without the card expanding in width. So there you have it. And now we can also go and re-add what we did before. We can add the linear, eventually just move it on top, 100. And let's change it back as it was, just at the bottom. Okay, we just want a nice fade there. This one a bit lighter in color, and this one rounded again. I think that's pretty good. I have one of the cards, right? We can create another instance of it. Just make a copy. And what you want to do here is decrease the opacity to 0. That's going to give a nice effect when you create the prototype. So it fades out basically as you move it out of the screen. So we got it here. You can't really see it, but it's there. We want to grab both of them. Actually, let me just quickly check the width. So we need 358. Eventually we can increase slightly the size. So 358 as well. Grab both and go to create component set. And we want a property, right? So we can call that state. This one will be default. And this one will be swiped. If you get another name for it, then go for it. But that's my solution. That's my idea. So just copy and paste this to replace the old one. Get that back in there. Okay, so we got the first swipe card, and what we'll need to do is create a few variations for it. Let me move this a little bit down. Okay, I just made a copy. Let me find another picture of someone else. Okay, I think I just found someone else there. Okay. Okay, wait. I think I just need to grab it from the desktop, otherwise I'll not be able to update it. Copy and paste. You need to go choose image, grab the other image, and there you have it. You can change the name because it's a component. So let's call this one oops, I think I've done something. Laura Smith. Okay. Okay, so let's do eventually a third one. Okay, got another picture. Let's do a third card. Okay, so let's put them in order. Right. Okay, so we have these two cards. I'm just gonna move that back, that there, and okay, one thing you can do, so let's hide this for a second because that's gonna be the first one. There's a thing in Figma where you can scale them down, like proportionally, so you don't lose the sizes and all that. So we can make this one slightly smaller, hide that again, and make this one slightly smaller than that one. So just like that. Let's see how they fit. So you can see like the cards are being stacked up. So it's going to give this nice effect when we make the animation. Okay, so we got these three cards. And now I can go and make a copy. Let's just do that under here. Okay. So first thing you want to do is add a rotation. We want a rotation of about 15 degrees and get that out of the screen, just a bit down, like to mimic a normal swipe behavior, let's say. So there we have it, just out of the screen. And this one at the will, let's say, get bigger. I just want to remember the width and height, so 346 and 4185. Okay, and let's, I think it's proportional. That's gonna stay as it is. Okay, so that's gonna match that one, and this one will just go to the normal size as it was before. So maybe I can. Okay, I just need to match the grid. Okay, let's put that back where it was. And we got two more cards. This one, let's say you like this one and you go to -15 and get that out of the screen again. Just trying to match the other one that's there. Let's see. Let's see again. I think I've done it just right. Okay, and the last one we got Again, try to match the size back there. And we can go with this one again, -15. And we can match it there. If you want to make this easier for you, you can grab the position directly from your sidebar. Okay. Just to make like everything consistent, I think that's gonna be okay, almost there. That's okay. And at this point, we want to get rid of those, right? And we want to display some text, something like you have finished, just you have finished. I'm not sure what can go there. Actually, let's go with something a bit more explicit, like there are no more options that match your criteria. Okay, let's go with regular or medium, make that a bit smaller, and something like grayish. Okay, there are no more options that match your criteria, and we just want to, okay, we just want to make interaction now. So I'm gonna grab the prototype from here to there. I'm gonna make smart animate, but I want that to be on drag. Make it gentle. I think that's gonna work nice. Or you can just go with slow. And then this one there on drag. And again, this one is gonna be on drag too. Sorry, I just think I just did something wrong there. It needs to be actually connected to. Okay, let me redo it. So you need to connect it from here to there. Let's do that again, because you need to add the prototype, the interaction to the cards, not the whole screen. My bad there. So from here to there, you want that to be on drag, smart animate, slow. And then I think I'm missing something. Try to understand where's the other card from this screen. I'm not sure where it went. I think it's this one, but I'm not sure what I did, what I've done wrong there. So that one should still be at the end, right? So let's just quickly reset that. Okay, let's bring that back in. I think I've done it by mistake at one point doing the tutorial. So there you go. There we have it back. We have Laura Smith back. So that's on drag, and then we want from this one to be on drag there. Smart, animate, and slow. On drag, and this one again on drag. Smart, animate, and slow. So let's give it a go. Maybe, I mean, often there are things that are wrong, which is fine. You don't need to do it perfect from the first try. So swipe left, swipe right, swipe left. Okay, I think we missed something there. So on this, undrag, navigate to screen 4. So let's try to recreate that. Undrag, smart, animate, and slow. Okay, I think that's working fine. One final touch that we can do here. So this one we swipe left. So you can add the interaction to the button as well. So on tap, smart animate. This one was a like, this one was a like as well. So now you got the interaction from the buttons too. Oops, there you go. So that was it, mostly. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will share the assets file into the description of this video. So it's available for free in case you want to download or get stuck at any point. So I hope you enjoyed it.